Hi students, class 6 component of food part 3. We have already seen that vitamins, minerals, water, carbohydrate, roughage are very important for our body. It is because each of them have different function, right? We have already established that in our previous session. Now, what happens if you are not taking enough of these nutrients? Suppose in the case of roughage, if you are not taking enough roughage means what? It may lead to indigestion problem. Similarly, if our body is not consuming enough protein, we may have problems regarding growth. And if we are not having energy giving nutrients like carbohydrates and fats mean what? Our body will not have any energy to do work. That is, we feel tired and weak all the time. So the question to answer now is that what will happen if we do not eat enough food, or if we eat less food? What is the result? In that case, our body will not get enough food as is needed by it, and it would affect the functioning of body, which will lead to many diseases. So these diseases are called deficiency diseases. Deficiency, the word meaning is lack of something. So deficiency diseases here is the lack of nutrients, right? What is deficiency diseases? The disease caused due to deficiency of particular nutrients or minerals in our diet for a long period of time is called deficiency diseases. That is, diseases caused due to lack of nutrients or minerals for a long period of time is called deficiency diseases. It is not that you will have deficiency if we skip our meals for one day or 2 days or a few days. Lot among us are fasting, right? But nothing happens to them. But if we continue that, our body becomes weaker and weaker day by day, and then we call the body is suffering from deficiency diseases. Okay, this deficiency may arise due to missing of one or more nutrients. This would affect our skin, hair, face, eyes, bones, teeth, growth of a particular person. If you look an example, that is if a person stop taking one among the nutrients, say protein, completely, that is the person stopped taking protein completely, what happens then? We know that protein helps in growth. So if the person stops taking protein, means it will lead to retardation of growth of that person, right? Similarly, the absence of certain nutrients will lead to some other diseases, which we will discuss the next part. Okay, this deficiency can be overcome by taking balanced diet, which is discussed later. If a person is deficient of both carbohydrates and protein, this would lead to make that person very thin and weak. Okay, next is we will discuss about each and every deficiency diseases and its symptoms. First, vitamin A. The deficiency diseases caused due to lack of vitamin A is poor vision or no vision at night. That is, the person will feel the person cannot see at all at night. Next is vitamin B1, beriberi. The symptoms is nervousness, paralysis, and the muscles of that person become so weak that the muscle movement does not happen at all. That is, they will have very little energy to do any kind of work. Next is vitamin C, which leads to scurvy. Symptoms are bleeding gums. That is, actually we can see blood coming from our teeth, late healing of wound, and it also leads to lack of or late poor healing of wound. Next is vitamin D, which leads to rickets. The symptoms are weak bonds. That is, actually our bond becomes, we already have know that our bonds are strong, which becomes soft and bent because of this vitamin D, lack of this vitamin D. and other symptoms are decaying of teeth. Last one is vitamin K, which leads to hemorrhage. Symptoms are clotting of blood is affected. That is, if our body lacks vitamin K, the hap- clotting is affected. What happens if there is no clotting means our body will lose blood continuously, which will in turn leads to our death. So these are the diseases and symptoms. Vitamin A, night blindness. Vitamin B1, beriberi. Vitamin C, scurvy. Vitamin D, rickets. And vitamin K, hemorrhage. These are the lack of vitamins deficiency diseases. Next, we will discuss about the lack of minerals and its deficiency diseases. Lack of minerals, lack of calcium and phosphorus. Calcium, we know that it is necessary for our bones. So that lack of calcium will eventually leads to affect, that is in turn it will affect our bone and tooth. Okay, symptoms are lack of calcium means our bone gets weak, that is our skeleton becomes weak, tooth decay. Next is iodine. We are familiar with the word iodine, right? Usually in lot of advertisement we can usually see that they are advising us to take iodized salt, because the lack of iodine leads to goiter. And the symptoms are our neck get a swollen part, that is glands in the neck get swollen, and in children it usually leads to mental disability. Last one is iron, which leads to anemia. Decrease in the production of RBC causes weakness. RBC is actually a type of blood cells. Lack of RBC will causes many problems in our body, and which will eventually leads to weakness. Okay, these are the figures. First one is due to vitamin D, that is normal legs will be there, but vitamin D, what happens, our bone gets weaker, so our we can see that the bent legs. Okay, next is a lack of iodine. Lack of iodine causes goiter, that is a swollen part of our neck. And lack of vitamin C leads to scurvy, that is this the picture of bleeding gum, that is actually we are giving blood from our teeth. Okay, next, we have already established that our body should have enough nutrients. Okay, so what happens if one of the nutrients is, if we are continuously consuming one among the nutrients more and more? Such example, we are going to look such an example: obesity. Obesity is actually disease which is caused due to excessive consumer of fats. Okay, we have already discussed that fat contains more amount of energy than carbohydrates. But what happens if we continuously intake fat? It would causes this fat to get deposited in our body. Okay, obesity is an excess accumulation of fat in our body. It is advisable not to consume more fat food, especially the processed food, like we can see it in an example in the figure, because they do not actually have all the nutrients, but at the same time they give a lot of unwanted fat, which leads to gain weight, digestion problem, that is that person is actually having obesity, that is excessive weight. Okay, most of the junk food and oily foods contains lots of weight, so one should utilize the fat in the form of physical energy to balance the body. If you are consuming this type of food means that they actually gives us many unwanted fat, so in order to remove this unwanted fat we have to usually work out, that is you have to use it in the form of physical energy, means you have to usually exercise and balance to make the body balanced. Okay, so so let us now see how can we prevent these kind of deficiency diseases. Okay, why do these deficiencies occur? Actually, it is because of deficiency or lack of certain nutrients, right? So we have to ensure that the food that we intake have all the necessary nutrients, then we will be able to prevent deficiency diseases. Now, to maintain good health, first thing we have to ensure is balanced diet. What do you mean by balanced diet? The food that a person eats in a day is called diet. Okay, simply the food we consuming in a day is called our diet. Balanced diet is the diet which contains all kinds of essential nutrients, that is all the nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, etc. in right amount. Okay, this also we have established right amount needed for proper growth and maintenance of our body. Also, our diet should contain raw fish and water also. Okay, that is, we should not miss any nutrients. Many people having overweight, actually who wants to lose weight, think that it is okay if I start uh, eating less, that they will lose weight, but it is actually not the case. They lose, it is not actually the case. They do not lose weight, and it will eventually lead to deficiency diseases because they are lacking certain nutrients, right? So eating less is never an option to lose our weight. Okay, so we have to ensure that each of the nutrients are being received by the body in the right amount. Okay, you have to underline the fact that in the right amount. So we have already discussed about obesity. What happens obesity, what leads to obesity? Excessive consuming of fat. Okay, that is, we should not consume excessive of these nutrients. Okay, so in order to have the balanced diet, your diet should include, we can see it in the picture, fruits and vegetables, whole grains, proteins, okay, protein rich fruits, dairy products, etc. So if we include products like fish, meat in our diet, we have already introduced protein in our diet. Okay, if you include dairy products like milk, curd, cheese, etc., we have actually included uh, minerals like calcium and nutrients like fat in our food. So we are having a diet, if we are having a diet having lot of different nutrients, in that case our body get all the nutrients and we will have a good health. Okay, some people, a balanced diet depends on the age and the type of physical work we do. Okay, for example, an athlete would consume more amount of carbohydrates to gain more energy, and an old person would consume food which can be easily digestible. Okay, most of the vegetables and fruits skin contains good amount of vitamins and minerals. That is, the outer covering of fruits and vegetables usually contains good amount of vitamins and minerals. Continuous washing and boiling or overcooking vegetables would lose these many nutrients present in them. Okay, so in order to maintain good health, first thing we have to do is we have to have a balanced diet. We can also maintain good health by having physical exercise, that is, you can use any type of sports to maintain your physical health. Okay, uh, thank you children.